We are in the Accademia in Florence to see the sculpture by Michelangelo David that was never intended to be seen inside the museum. This sculpture was commissioned to decorate outside of the cathedral, which for such a young sculptor was an enormous honor. He was 26 years old. The sculpture is so big because it was meant to be placed as high up on the cathedral, 40 feet above the street level. And so in order for it to be visible, it had to be big. In addition, since it had to be viewed from down, it was distorted from the general structure of the human body by adding a three-dimensional effect, making the head appear larger. Michelangelo was given the commission just on a year of his success in Rome, the theater, and it was such an outstanding success that the Florentians as well. Michelangelo's love of ancient Greek and Roman sculpture and competing with those ancient models, Florence wanted to see itself as an inheritor of the great humanist traditions of ancient Rome, and a very stance of the sculpture with its weight on the right leg is taken directly from classical antiquity. This is a stance that we call contrafausto. By putting the meaning of creating a new world by defeating evil in the story of David in the Bible, it means the formation of the Republic following the reign of the Medici family and Savonarola. The sculpture was so clearly now a symbol of the Florence Republic, sometimes termed or thrown at the sculpture by some people who were loyal to the Medici. So it really looked a very potential political symbol in addition to almost a superhuman achievement. It's no wonder that Michelangelo got nicknamed Il Divo, the Divine One. But it's so interesting because the people who flock to see the sculpture today are coming to see a work of art. This is a sculpture that was commissioned for a church for religious context. Its meaning was transformed into an almost purely political one, and it's been transformed again in the context of our secular museum culture into a work of art that can be understood as an expression of our history, our aesthetic affiliation, and perhaps most of all Michelangelo mastery.